Welcome back to the Avengers. In this video we are going through my current Hulk build because it's pretty much where I want it. I've got all the right stats, I just need to improve the last couple of pieces of gear. When I say that, I don't mean power them all up to 140, I mean there's a couple of pieces I still need to get, so this build isn't fully complete, it's still incomplete in some areas. But you can see that I'm still running the Tactagon, it's currently power 7. Although I would like to get another one, I forget the name of it, and I can't remember exactly how to get it, but I've seen gameplay of it, and basically, on controller at least, when you click in both your sticks, I don't know what buttons it would be on keyboard, but whenever you click in both your sticks, it will basically drain some of your health or something, and it will give you your heroic abilities back. So that would be the other one I would use on this, but Tactagon gives you Valor and Might. Although, I'm not really speccing into Valor at all. This build is just going to be based on your melee damage and your crit chance. I've spoken about it in previous videos, but I thought I'd show you exactly how it works in gameplay, exactly how it works within the build, and explain everything behind the system to make the build. So the first artifact, or minor artifact, is the red ISO 8. I was unlucky because it only rolled with 2 might stats, one of them being 50, 135. I would like to get the one that will give me 3 might stats because it's definitely out there. I've just got to get lucky enough to get it to drop or for one of the vendors to sell it one day. Then we go on to the second one, the Nornstone of Protection. I'm going to get increased Shield Faction XP, which I'm not too interested in because I can earn the XP naturally. It's got Might and Valor, so I'm looking to remove the Valor and replace that with Proficiency. We're going for Might and Proficiency for the melee damage and the crit chance because if I was to, let's have a look at the melee rating, if I was to build that Valor all the way up and have a load of crit damage, I could get like, let's just say for example, 350%. If my crit chance is only 10%, I'm going to be hitting really hard with the crits, but they're not going to be landing that often. Because there are a lot of smaller enemies compared to the big elite ones, I would like to be hitting the crits more often because it deals damage faster, and when there's a big group you need to be hitting as hard as you can, as fast as you can in order to take those enemies out, lower the numbers of enemies there are, which will make things easier. Obviously this build is incredibly squishy, but as long as you play it smart you will be okay. So I'm currently speccing into Might for the melee damage. It's sat at 2136 at the moment. I can squeeze quite a bit more in there. I just need to get lucky enough to find the pieces. But then we have Proficiency, 25.8% crit chance. And that is so helpful because currently where I'm at with the Valor, I've still got 200% crit damage and the crits are hitting often. If we take a look at defense, it's just base. I've got no resolve on the build whatsoever. 9337 HP, so I will go down a lot whilst I'm playing, but that's why this is best for group play. This is still a very strong build for solo, but you need to be a lot smarter, whereas in co-op it's unlimited downs. You can go down as many times as you want. I've gone down like 50 times in one mission because I was trying to challenge 4 of the enemies of 15 power level above, so they're going to hit really hard, and it got to the point during challenge 4 that if I got hit by, what are they called, peacekeepers with the rockets, one rocket will down me instantly. But because it's co-op, there's unlimited reses, I can just wait and either the AI or one of my friends will come pick me up. But in solo, you need to be a lot more careful with this, but 9300 is still enough if you play it right. You also need to pay attention to everything around you. Get the health orbs. Make sure that you've got the right companions if you're playing solo, because you've got Miss Marvel, she will have the support ability to heal you up. Thor has one of his abilities if you put the right skills on, so that when he uses the ability, it revives friendlies that are within a certain radius. Then you've got Black Widow, she can give you Veil of Shadows and make you invisible for a little bit. And those are the 3 heroes I would have running alongside me. So moving into the gear, the first one are the Heavyweight Inspiration Nanites Epic. I would like to get all of this legendary, then power it up to 140, because the build will be absolutely ridiculous when that happens. But at the moment, 47 Proficiency, 51 Might, only 4-star on the gear perks, so I need to work on that a little bit as well. Moving down to the second piece for the ranged gear, the Explosion Enhancer, Valor 40, I want to get rid of that, Might 34, Proficiency 40. I've spoken about this in a previous video. If you look at the stats there, there's two 40s and a 34. If you look here, there's a 47 and 51. When you are going for stats on a piece of gear, if you only get two stats to drop on that piece of gear, they are always going to be higher. So you can go for a much more focused build, but at the same time, you're missing out. For example, I'm missing out on crit damage, so it depends on what you want to go for. And if you look at this, it's 131. I've only powered it up once, because if I was to power it up again, 8.8% increased critical attack chance when using a grabbed enemy as a weapon. That's going to boost up my crit chance, but I don't grab enemies. Personally, my playstyle is to not grab enemies. I just go for light attacks all the time, the occasional heavy, and then using my abilities. So back to this one. I've got small debris attacks because I do occasionally pick up rocks. They will deal gamma damage. 79.8% chance defeating an enemy with a ranged crit attack grants a defense buff. But we've got Valor, Proficiency and Might on that. Moving down to the blue, 49 Might and 55 Proficiency. So the numbers aren't necessarily lower on the pieces of gear. It's just that you've got a much bigger chance of getting bad gear perks. Not only that, if you look at the legendary that's got 3 gear perks, this only has 2. And if you are to get a blue and it's really good, you can only power it up to 135. You can't get it all the way up to 140. And not only that, when you're powering up gear and you're using the resources, your might and your proficiency stats will increase as well. And then the final piece, this is by far the best piece on this entire build. That is my synapses. The World Breakers. Look at the might and proficiency, 58 and 59. I powered it up to 140 because I just pretty much instantly fell in love with this piece of gear. It increases the charge rate of my heroic ultimate ability by 18%. So the ultimate for Hulk will be his Thunderclap, which slaps enemies into another dimension. And then I have Spin Resilience. A lot of the time when I am playing this game, I get attacked by spin, whatever that is, I think is like a form of element. Like certain enemies can deal spin damage. That spin damage, if your ultimate, like if your heroic abilities are ready and you get hit by spin, it's going to take some of the charge away, and it's irritating. I've had it so many times where my Thunderclap is ready, I go to do it, get hit by a certain enemy that does a spin attack, and I've lost a bit of that charge, so I have to wait for it to come off cooldown again. So that 33% chance to completely resist it is incredibly helpful. And the best thing is not intrusive, doesn't pop up on your screen. It's just, it happens when it happens. But that is by far the best piece. 58 might and 59 proficiency is incredible for a piece of gear. So that is perfect where it is. If I can get a legendary with might and proficiency and it's got good perks on it, or the gear perks are decent on it, build that all the way up. That's possibly another, let's just say another 4 proficiency, another 8, 9, or maybe even 10 might. Then this one, we would get possibly like 25 extra might. Then we would get like, I don't know, 18 or 19 proficiency as well. And then with the purple, if I got that in legendary form, I could potentially get another 12 proficiency and another 8 or 9 might off that, or 7 might or something. So I can boost these even further. That's why I said the build's not complete. And what I'm going to say before we jump into the gameplay quickly, I am currently trying to work on other characters. At the moment, I am personally focusing on Thor because I've seen footage of his heroic rating being through the roof. So what I'm going to do is ask you guys, if you want to see even a different build for Hulk, let me know in the comments what sort of a build you want to see and what character you want to see that build on. I will do my very best to level them up because I've spent so much time with Hulk, I haven't really built up the power or the actual hero level for my other characters. But let me know in the comments which ones you want to see. I'll put some other builds together. But what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm happy with the build before I show it. So that's my current Hulk build. What we're going to do is jump into a mission. I'm just going to do a drop zone. Okay, here we go. Got me obsidian outfit on. Looking pretty for the job.
We'll need to take control of their systems. Get me to the
right, I need to be careful because I'm very squishy. But look, enemies just don't stand a chance. And this is challenge 3. So they're around my sort of level. And what I'm going to do is we're going to thunderclap. That's the first area done. Open the chest quickly. Okay, I got some purple nanites. Where did he come from? Right, let's open the door. Oh, I quite like this room. This is possibly one of my most favourite rooms in the game.
Bypassing their security,
It's just very enclosed.
keep the area clear, but stay in range.
Go on, stranglehold. Look at the damage. Crits are happening often. Okay, I lost a star because they got up to 36%. There should be another wave coming in. There's no way I've cleared out everyone. There we go. Oh, I wanted to... Oh, okay, I did grab one. Look at that. Did I just crit for like 60k?
The first firewall. It's working as quickly as possible.
I need to get back on that platform. I'm having too much fun killing them. Right, I need to get that percentage built up. Look at you hiding. There you go, I got him. Come on, let me move. I was an adaptoid. I died. Oh, this is the only bad thing about doing it solo. AI are so dumb sometimes. Thor, I'm here, mate. Oh, Black Widow and Ms. Marvel are down too. Is he going to get anyone? He's gone for me. Please. Oh my god, that was perfect. That was perfect. And we're at 90. Oh, look how close that was. I went down. Are you serious? That's what I mean about being squishy. I've gone down twice. If I go down again, it's mission over. Let me grab my gear.
That did it.
There we go. So, we went down twice, but we still got the mission done. It shows you exactly how squishy the build is. And it didn't help that we were thrown into a situation where we have to stand in a circle and build up the percentage. And every time we leave, even if there's not an enemy in that circle, their percentage goes up. So you've got to be very on your toes. It was a purple ISO, so not what I was looking for. I only got 20%. That's the lowest mission score I've ever had. But we got the mission done, and that's all that matters. So that was a look at my Hulk build at the moment. Remember, any character, any sort of build, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to do my best to get them out as fast as I possibly can. If there's a build you want and you already see it in the comments, then just give it a thumbs up. And that's going to do it for this video. So let me know all of your thoughts about the build and everything as well. And I will see you in the next one for the Avengers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.